Hello everyone, and welcome to another virtual planetarium show. Today we want to give a special welcome to the students at Southwest Elementary School in High Point, North Carolina. We hope you have all been doing well. I'm sure you all must miss going to your school, and so today we'll be looking up at the sky from your elementary school. And today we'll be talking about our solar system, so let's quickly let the sun go down so we can take a look at the night sky. So not only can we see stars in the sky, there are also sometimes planets that we can see, and tonight there are actually quite a few. The first planet that is really visible in the sky starting about 8:30 tonight is Venus, which you can easily see on the left side of your school building towards the west since it is so bright in the sky. Then if we fast forward to about 6 a.m., you can see Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter all clustered together. So in our current night sky, over the course of the night, you're able to see 4 out of our 8 planets. In order to see all 8 planets in our solar system, one of them being us here on Earth, we need to change our point of view. So are you ready to become an astronaut? We're about to take off, so take a deep breath because here we go! And so now we can see all of the planets in our solar system. From the inside out, we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, a long time ago, back when I was in elementary school, we used to have 9 planets in our solar system because we included Pluto back then. But back in 2006, Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet because it is not big enough to clear away other objects in its area that are similar to its size. So because of this, Pluto did not meet the requirements to be a full-size planet. And so from this view, we can see all of the planets orbit around one star in the center, which is our Sun. Our Sun is a yellow dwarf star, a hot ball of glowing gas that is about 4.5 billion years old. The gravity of the Sun is what makes all of the planets orbit around it, as well as other objects in our solar system, like dwarf planets, asteroids, and comets. So let's first take a look at our inner planets. These are the rocky planets in our solar system, meaning they have a solid surface made up of rocks and metals. The first inner planet we'll travel to is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system and closest to the Sun, making it the fastest planet in our solar system as well. Mercury orbits the Sun in just 88 days, whereas us here on Earth orbit the Sun in about 365 days. And even though Mercury is the closest to the Sun, Venus is actually the hottest planet in our solar system. Venus is the hottest planet because it has a very thick and dense atmosphere, so the heat is not able to escape at all. It's a very strong greenhouse effect. Venus is our closest neighbor and close to the same size of Earth, but is very different from us besides its hot temperature. Not only does Venus spin very, very slowly, it also spins in the opposite direction. This means that one day on Venus is 234 days for us here on Earth. And on Venus, the sun will rise in the west and then set in the east, completely backwards to what we see here on Earth. The next planet is us, Earth. Our planet is the only one in the solar system that has liquid water on its surface, and the only planet we know so far that has living things on it. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, which is one day. And it takes about 365 days for the Earth to make one complete revolution around the Sun, which we call a year. The last inner planet is Mars. Mars is the most explored planet in our solar system besides our own home planet. It's a dusty, cold, desert planet with a very thin atmosphere. But thanks to rovers like Curiosity and Opportunity and other missions, there's evidence that billions of years ago, this planet actually had a thicker atmosphere, was much warmer, and possibly had water. Now let's take a look at our outer planets. Jupiter and Saturn, which are our gas giants, and Uranus and Neptune, which are ice giants. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. You can fit 1,300 Earths inside of Jupiter. The stripes that we see on Jupiter are actually called bands, and they are different places where the atmosphere is either sinking or rising, giving us this pattern. What also makes Jupiter recognizable is its Great Red Spot, which is actually a giant storm that has been going on for hundreds of years. And since Jupiter is a gas giant, it doesn't have an Earth-like surface, or likely any solid surface at all. The next gas giant we have in our solar system is Saturn, which is recognizable by its rings, although is not the only planet in our solar system that has rings. Saturn has 7 rings and several gaps and divisions between them. Saturn also has 53 known moons, and 29 that are waiting to be confirmed once scientists get more information. And so if they all are confirmed, that would mean Saturn has a total of 82 moons. Next, we'll take a look at one of our ice giants, Uranus. Uranus is another planet that has rings, 13 of them in fact, where the inner rings are very narrow and dark and the outer rings are brightly colored. This planet also has something in common with Venus. It spins in the opposite direction. But Uranus also rotates on its side at almost 90 degrees. The other ice giant in our solar system, which is also the last planet, is Neptune. Since it is an ice giant, most of its mass is a hot, dense fluid of icy material above a small rocky core. Neptune is a dark, cold planet that has supersonic winds, meaning there's no way it could support life as we know it. And so these 8 planets, in addition to other objects, make up our solar system. Before we leave for today, we heard that there are several of you students at Southwest Elementary School that have birthdays during this week. And so from us at the Cult Planetarium, we want to wish you all a very happy birthday. So that brings us to the end of our virtual planetarium show for today. Thank you all for joining us, and don't forget, keep looking up.